Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm so excited to do a full review of the Bugaboo Butterfly. Be sure to watch till the end to find out why this stroller is great for tall children, but may not be best for tall parents. Okay, so jumping in, the Bugaboo Butterfly is the latest travel stroller from Bugaboo. So previously they had the Ant, which was kind of it was just a unique model. A lot of people didn't love it, and so they came back real strong with the Bugaboo Butterfly. And this retails for $449, which is pretty expensive, but in the range of what its main competitors are, right? The Nuna Travel, the Babies and Yo-Yo, those strollers are going to be in the same kind of category, but they all have different features they offer. And I think that's the thing about strollers is there's no such thing as a perfect stroller. It's just finding what stroller is best for you. And so we'll go through all the features, and hopefully this helps you decide if this is the right travel stroller for you and your family. And then be sure to like and subscribe because we will be coming out with a video very soon comparing this stroller to the Nuna Travel and then this stroller to the Baby Zen Yo-Yo. Okay, so let's jump into the features. This stroller has a nice handlebar. I like that it's leatherette. I like the material on that. It's comfortable. It does have a safety strap that you put around your arm. This is more common, I feel like, in European countries and then also on jogging strollers. So, right, the safety feature of you don't want your stroller rolling away from you. I personally haven't found a need for it as much in the travel market, but it's a nice feature that it has. And then it has a good height, right? My husband, who's 6 foot, is very comfortable here. I think it's not adjustable. Most compact and travel strollers don't have adjustable handlebars, but that's just something to note. The hood is nice. I love that the hood does not hit my hands when I push the stroller, so that's really nice. And you can extend it here. I like the coverage of the hood in general. It is water resistant, and then like I said, it comes with that rain cover, so if you need that. But both of my children can easily see. I have a toddler and then a tall toddler and then a baby, and both of them can see with the hood at its regular extension. I live in a very sunny area and it has been great. It has provided really good coverage there. It doesn't have a peekaboo window, which to me is confusing as a mom because that's something I really like. I like having a peekaboo window, and I want my peekaboo window to stay open and just be visible to where I can actually see my kid. So they do have this extendable hood, which I think is a good idea in theory. So you can see here it has this black mesh paneling, which is nice for airflow. This is the only mesh anywhere on this stroller. However, to me, it's in a weird spot, right? Like your baby now cannot see if they're sitting. So now you've completely blocked their view. If this is supposed to be the peekaboo window, it's too far forward. And you can tuck this in, but then at that point, what's the point? So you just added your self mesh and then your kids can see. I also have found that depending on where the sun is at, for my baby, it doesn't impact her from where she falls on the seat, but for my toddler, the sun definitely shines in their face. So now let's jump into the seat. This, I feel like, is one of the biggest selling points of this stroller. And when I was considering it, I loved that it was great for tall toddlers. That I have a tall toddler who's been 99th percentile on every chart that we've taken to the doctor, and she is almost 3 and she is still under the back of the seat, which is really nice. I think this is the tallest seat back of any compact travel stroller. So that's something to know. If you have an older child that you want a nice umbrella stroller or a nice compact travel stroller to be able to take to Disney, to airports, to things like that, and be able to take a nap, this stroller definitely provides that and is unique in that way. Another thing I love about Bugaboo is they have this, and it was weird to me at first, but their straps kind of sit out like this. But where that is really beneficial is getting your child in and out. You're never worrying about the straps getting twisted. You're never worried about having a hard time finding them or having to reposition your child. They're just there. So it's got a buckle and the 5-point harness, which is awesome from a safety standpoint. And then there's no rethread here as well, which is super easy to do. This seat pad is removable, so you can wash it and remove it. However, there has been a lot of comments about the fabric wearing. I personally haven't experienced that yet, but that doesn't mean I will. I have seen that they have a 3-year warranty. And when people have commented on that, on their website and stuff, they've said, reach out and we'll send you a new cover. So I haven't personally experienced that, but I have seen that on some of the sites. So to buckle it, it's really easy. And while yes, you do have to technically do it 4 times, I feel like it's really simple. I've not had any issues for my toddler or my baby. And again, I love no rethread when you have 2 kids of varying ages that are both using your stroller. The seat isn't the deepest, but I haven't experienced any issues with that. It's been overall really good. I like the recline, so it has a little snap up here and then it reclines. There has been some comments about how it only has 2 reclines, upright and down, but that's actually not accurate. It's a little hard to get to the other reclines, but if you only want a partial recline, it does stay. So that is something, it does have multiple reclines, but in general, you'll probably just use the 2. It is not a full recline, which means it is not compatible for birth. So they recommend starting the stroller at 6 months unless you get the car seat adapters, and I'll show you the car seat adapters and then also kind of talk about the car seats that this stroller is compatible with. So easy enough to pull up here and recline, very nice there. And then it does have a really nice footrest. It's a little weird looking and not the comfiest thing in the world, but honestly, I think it's super practical. It's sturdy. And that's the thing that's really nice about this stroller is it's just a very well-made, sturdy stroller, right? So you can just feel that in the mechanisms and how it folds, but also in the footrest. So this doubles as a handle, which is why it kind of has this exposed part. My oldest, I like that I can just put it down and it locks in that position and she can use this footrest. And then for my youngest, I can put this up super easily and she can use this. I do find that it kind of bunches, the material bunches, but it's really easy to clean and I've been really happy with that. Okay, so moving on to the basket. The basket on this stroller is actually very impressive. And what is different about this stroller than the other travel strollers, I actually feel like it's better to put your diaper bag through the front. It just has like it goes down in the back. It has like this mechanism that lets it move, but I just feel like it's so much easier to put the footrest up, put my diaper bag under, and I have a big diaper bag and it fits great in here. The other big selling point of the Bugaboo Butterfly is it has a 17-pound weight limit, which is amazing. Compared to other travel strollers like Nuna or the Yo-Yo, you're looking at 10, 11 pounds. So that extra weight is so nice when traveling. That is definitely something I really like about this stroller. Lastly, let's kind of talk about the wheels and the brake. The wheels are okay. They're definitely not the best wheels when it comes to a travel stroller, but they're not the worst. The back wheels are pretty standard. They are slightly narrow in the back, which I think is something you should consider if you're a tall parent. And that's kind of what I was hinting at in the beginning, right? This stroller is great for tall children because it has that high seat back, but there is a chance, depending on how you walk, that you could end up kicking these wheels back here. So that's just something to know and something to look at, right? You always want to look at handlebar and then where the wheels are. The wheels are pretty small, so I'm not saying you will. They're pretty standard. I think the Yo-Yo is almost the same, but that is just something to know. And I do feel like it kind of affects the maneuverability and the push of the stroller. It's a sturdy stroller. It's well made, but I do feel like it's similar to that of like my baby jogger city tour, I think is what it was called. It just doesn't have the best push on the market, but also doesn't have the worst. So if you're in airports and you're just on city sidewalks, you'll be fine. But when you start having to get into gravel or cobblestone or anything like that, the stroller isn't going to maneuver just because of the wheels in the same way. The other thing I will say, and I'll get to this, we can jump into the fold, but the wheels tuck into the stroller kind of when you fold it, which is so nice. Why does that matter? It matters because when you are traveling and it is wet or it's dirty and you fold your stroller to like go into a restaurant, you're not going to have your wheels like on your clothes. So I really like that about this stroller. So here's how you fold it. You'll put the brake on. The brake is flip-flop friendly, which I like. So it's here in the middle. The thing that I think is maybe a downside is they do sell a rider board for like a toddler. But again, for the tall parents, you kind of have to walk away because it goes right here. And then how do you get to your brake? So the brake's fine from a position. It's easy to do, but that's something to be aware of. Okay, so let's do the fold. So you're going to want to make sure your seat back is up. It can technically fold with the seat back down, but it's more bulky and kind of weird. So, okay, put the brake on. Then you will use a one-handed fold. So you press one button in and the other, and then you kind of just push it down. All strollers, well, almost all strollers will have some sort of learning curve with folding. So do it a few times. It does get easier and it will become second nature. So it's definitely not a hard fold. It's not super easy. I think because it's so sturdy, you just have to like push a little harder. It does come with a carrying strap, but I find the carrying strap often gets stuck in the bars. And so like, let's say I'm going to so you can either carry it with the footrest, or you can put the footrest down. And then it has the strap. It is very short. So if you are a big or tall parent, like, you can see that this is just not the most comfortable thing. A lot of people complain about that. I mean, you could carry it this way, but if you're walking through the airport, that's something that's not great. But do you see how the wheels tuck in? They're not just laying around. They're just so nice right there, which I really like. I probably would opt to carry it with the footrest over the strap, to be completely honest with you. It does not come with a travel bag. You can purchase one, but it does stand on its own. And then the fold is really nice because it is like meets all the standards to be used as cabin luggage. So this is unique. Not all travel strollers have this. So I really like that. The menu doesn't, the travel doesn't, but this stroller does. So it is great if you're going to be flying on airplanes all the time. Why does that matter? Well, airlines are a little rough with strollers. So being able to take it on the plane with you, put it in, and then you have it immediately when you get off is so nice. Okay, to open it, it's a little tricky. Like, sometimes it goes really smooth, sometimes it doesn't. I have found that if I push in and push the buttons and then you just kind of pull it and then click it in. So it's not hard, it's not easy, it's just neutral. Okay, so if you are considering this stroller and you do not have a child 6 months or older, it is possible to use the stroller with a car seat adapter. And so I purchased this separately. It's very expensive. I think it was like $60. However, these adapters are so easy to put on and off of the stroller. And so you can just slide them in, and it technically does fold with the adapters, but it kind of makes it's just a little bulky and kind of strange. So I probably wouldn't fold it. But see how easy that is? Not every stroller is that easy to put the adapters on. So then you can recline it. And if you have a car seat, I mean, they have compatibility, and I'll put it here with Kleck, with Nuna, with the Bugaboo car seats that are also made by Nuna. And so Maxi Cozy, you just kind of slide it in here. They actually have you unsnap that, but it works without. And so that is it with the car seat adapters. So really easy, honestly. Definitely not a con, I wouldn't say, by any means. So that's it. It does make the stroller longer. You can see how far out it comes, but really easy to remove. There I have the Nuna Pippa car seat, and then when you're ready to go, you can just pull those out, which is easy and nice to do. I will show you what it's like to fold it with them on. Put the brake on. So if you're getting in and out of your car, I mean, you could leave the adapters on, but for airplanes and things like that, I would definitely take them off. Okay, so that's the Bugaboo Butterfly. I hope this video was helpful for you. I think this stroller is great if you have a tall baby or tall toddler over the age of 6 months and you're going to be traveling on a plane a lot, right? That ability to be able to put an overhead bin is going to save you so much down the line. If you have an infant or a new baby, or you're an expecting parent, you probably don't want this to be your only stroller. The car seat adapter is great. You don't really want to keep your kids in car seats for long periods of time. So that's just something that I would know. I'm not saying it's a terrible stroller if you have an infant, but there are better options out there that have bassinet options or have a full recline. So just something to note. But if you would like to see this stroller compared to any other strollers or any other travel strollers reviewed, please comment below and tell us what you think. But I hope you enjoyed this video and have a great day.